You're watching News Leader 9 with Cheryl Renee and meteorologist Greg Majewski.
It is Halloween, and let's take a look at Pine Mountain from our Alpha Insurance Skycam at Callaway Gardens. Temperature 61 degrees.
Looks
Doesn't
nice
look spooky out there now.
No, it looks pretty good.
Looks very nice.
Today is looking very nice.
Trick-or-treaters, which is most important.
Trick-or-treaters looking at some good weather as well, but we're in store for some very cold temperatures moving in for the weekend.
Okay.
And for those folks who did not check in the morning show,
they
were asking me why I didn't do it again. I'm like, well, you know.
See, look at here.
We're in that suit for a couple hours.
And we got so many comments on our Facebook page.
We sure did.
About
and I'd like to, if you haven't had a chance, we did post the video up on our Facebook page, on the main page, and on the weather page. Go check it out. That's me doing the invisible weatherman bit with the gloves, just to kind of see where I'm pointing. So that was kind of fun. That was my little Halloween bit for today. Let's go ahead and see what's trending with the forecast. I get on the right side of the screen here. As you can see, we're looking at some great weather out there for today, for Halloween, and turning breezy. Rain, windy, not rain, raw, windy, and cold for tomorrow. It's just going to be an unusually cold day, feeling more like January outside. And then we're looking at the possibility of some scattered frost for Sunday morning before we see milder temperatures back in here for next week. Now, we are seeing some very light rain or some sprinkles up here toward the north. The air mass is pretty dry. If you're up in LaGrange and you see a little sprinkle or two, it wouldn't be out of the question. Maybe you're getting in toward Meriwether County, but this is not going to amount to much, folks. The air is awfully dry outside, and this will stay mostly up to the north. Here are the freeze warnings for tomorrow morning. The areas here in purple. This down here to the south is a freeze watch in effect for Sunday morning. So most of our viewing area will probably be under some sort of freeze advisory of some sort for Saturday or for Sunday or for both, depending on how everything lines up. What we're seeing right now, current temperature, 62 degrees here in Columbus, 64 in Eufaula, 61 in Auburn, and 64 degrees in LaGrange. The cold air is back up here toward the north. Look at that, 37 degrees right now in Kansas City, but 61 in Little Rock. Yeah, pretty good bet we got a cold front sitting in there, and that's what we're waiting to come on through, is this cold air to usher right into the deep south. It'll set up shop for a couple of days, and then we'll begin to see things begin to improve as we go through time. Let's put this into motion. Watch the model as it goes in and goes on through. Yeah, that's some snow up here up toward the Smoky Mountains, upwards of 6 inches of possibility, maybe even a few flurries across North Georgia. Then this thing will move on out to sea, and then we're going to look at some great weather moving in for Sunday. The temperature should begin to moderate a little bit heading into Sunday and Monday. A quick warm-up as we head back into the middle of next week. So as we take a look at your forecast, look at the winds. That's going to be another part of this equation. Look at these winds overnight, upwards of 20 miles per hour in here, Auburn, heading toward midnight. So it's going to be a bit breezy, and it'll continue to be windy through tomorrow. So you're going to have to deal with a little bit of that wind chill as well. So if you're participating in any of those outdoor events tomorrow morning we just showed you, make sure you bundle up. It's going to be a bit chilly outside. Then the wind should subside heading into Sunday morning. If the winds get down under 5, then frost will be a bit of a problem. If it stays up a little bit, then maybe the frost won't be quite as widespread. We'll watch that closely through the weekend. Breaking it down by the zones, 71 for LaGrange, 67 for Lafayette for this afternoon. Shifting further south, looking at 70 for Auburn, 71 here in Columbus for highs. And for our southern zones, looking at 72 for Eufaula and 71 degrees over into Cuthbert. Trick-or-treat forecast, here we go, as we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 60s, falling down into the 50s, so might need a light jacket. Will be a little bit breezy outside, but not overly cold. But thank goodness we're not getting it for tomorrow morning, because it's going to be quite nippy tomorrow morning, down into the 30s. We're going to be in the 30s again, heading into Sunday and Monday. Notice I dropped the temperature to 34 here in Columbus for Sunday morning. Many areas will probably get their first freezing temperatures, and then we warm right back up. One good news is we've got some great forecasted weather there for Election Day.
Oh, that is good.
No problems for voters getting out.
People from getting to the polls. And don't forget to set the clock back.
Set the clock back 1 hour. This is the weekend to do it, and change those batteries in your smoke detectors.
Okay, good advice. Thank you. Still ahead on